Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. The Philippine Coast Guard removes China's floating barrier in Scarborough Shoal. The agency said the removal was done in compliance with President Bongbong Marcos's instructions. The 300-meter barrier was discovered during a maritime patrol mission in the southern portion of Bajo de Masinloc last week. Bajo de Masinloc is located some 124 nautical miles from Zambales within the country's exclusive economic zone. In a social media post, BCG spokesperson for West Philippine Sea, J. Tariela, maintained that the removal of the floating barrier aligns with both international law and the country's sovereignty over the area. One analyst weighs in on the removal of China's floating barrier in the West Philippine Sea. Maritime expert attorney Jay Batumbakal told Frontline tonight that this is the first instance in a long time that the Philippine government made a swift action against physical barriers made by Beijing in the area. He noted that in the past years, China always got away with abusing Filipino fisherfolk and rights over the area, since the previous administration had remained mum on the issue. Batumbakal also said sometimes the government would even cover up Beijing's actions.
Which has no business being there in the first place. And what we're doing really is just trying to allow our own fishermen to eke out their livelihood dito sa Scarborough Shoal. So if China reacts badly to this, I don't see how they can make up any kind of justifiable excuse.
In other news, President Bongbong Marcos is set to visit Saudi Arabia next month. The Foreign Affairs Department said Marcos Jr. will attend the ASEAN Gulf Cooperation Summit. The chief executive will also have bilateral meetings. It is still unclear, though, if he will meet with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Last year, Prince Mohammed vowed to settle the unpaid wages of over 10,000 displaced OFWs, which has yet to be fulfilled. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. A slight rollback in pump prices takes effect today, September 26. Diesel and gasoline prices are down by 20 centavos per liter and kerosene by 50 centavos. This marks the end of 11 consecutive weeks of price hikes for diesel and kerosene, which have amounted to around 17 pesos and 15 pesos per liter respectively. The Energy Department earlier said oil prices could remain high throughout the year due to supply tightness. 125 million pesos in 11 days. That's how quick the Office of the Vice President used up its confidential funds in 2022. That's according to House Committee on Appropriations Senior Vice Chairperson and Marikina Representative Stella Kimbo. Kimbo revealed this when questioned by House Assistant Minority Leader Arlene Brosas at a budget hearing on Monday.
Tinanong ko po ang COA at tinignan ko po ang mga iba't ibang mga reports. Pero hindi po ito nagastos sa loob ng 19 days, kung hindi 11 days po. Madam Speaker.
11 days. Ang hirap no, isipin kasi parang kung surveillance yan, ilang reward payment po yan na aabot ng 11 million per day.
According to Kimbo, COA has asked the OVP to explain and provide more documents to support its use of the confidential funds. Kimbo said COA intends to finish the OVP 2022 confidential fund audit by November. However, the OVP said that it has not gotten a copy of the audit observation memorandum yet. The Philippines bagged its second medal in the 19th Asian Games in Hangzhou, China, courtesy of a bronze medal finish in Wushu. Jones Liabres Inso secured the bronze medal in the men's Taiji Chuan and Taiji Jan event. Inso finished the Taiji Chuan event with 9.746 ranking, second after China. The 26-year-old then continued to impress with a substantial score of 9.740 in the Taiji Jan, earning an impressive total of 19.486 points. Moving on to tennis, then teenage tennis star Alex Ayala delivered a quick win in the preliminary round, defeating Pakistan's Sara Ibrahim Khan 6-0, 6-0. This is Ayala's maiden Asian Games competition. For her next match, the 18-year-old will take on India's Ritujabo Saleh. Some bad news for Gilas women, as the national team's 3x3 team decided to withdraw from the Asian Games. Gilas requested to replace Camille Clarin and Angel Sorada with Marga Villanueva and Cielo Pagdulangan, but this was thumbed down by the organizers. Luckily for the Gilas men's 3x3, they won their first game versus Jordan, 13-8. Gilas, led by FEU standout Brian Sahonia, slowly distanced themselves from Jordan to secure their first win in the tournament. The Gilas men's 3x3 will be back in action on Tuesday afternoon against Chinese Taipei. And the Filipinas succumbed to a huge 5-1 loss against South Korea in the group stage of the Asian Games. The Philippine women's football team took the lead early on with a goal from Sarina Bolden, but the team couldn't keep up with Seoul. The national team will face Myanmar next in their final group match on September 28. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.